Hello, ESGNation, and welcome back to another episode here in the College Football 26 series, Coach Carousel with Shelton Sherman. As we're in episode number 3 here today, we got two games here that we're going to be showcasing. First game, of course, is going to be against the Vanderbilt squad here, as the Commodores here will be in action, as they're currently 3-1, 0-1 in SEC play, as they recently just picked up a loss against South Carolina. But we'll see what we can do against them. And of course, then we're going to take a trip to Hawaii, as we're going to go to the Aloha State and face one of our one of our conference competitors, that being Hawaii, who are currently right now 4-1, as you see there in the conference standings. So we're, like I said, a 4-game winning streak. We're red hot right now, and of course we've already taken a win already in the Mountain West. Now, as for the Vanderbilt squad, they lost most recently here 45-7 there back in week 3 against a ranked South Carolina team. So they can't be, well, I mean, it's a bad loss, 45-7, but nonetheless, it's still a working process for them. I don't think deep down, I don't think they were really expecting to get a win from a top talented team like that. But last week they were able to defeat Georgia State 24-0 in a nice victory there. There you see Pava and then the rest of his crew here having a really excellent game here. No touchdowns in this game, at least receiving touchdowns, or no rushing touchdowns here. 100 yards for Newberry with 22 carries there. As for receiving touchdowns, you see Eli Styles, 7 catches, 79 yards. Hudson gets a touchdown there on 4 catches for 65 yards. And Hoskins gets a catch there for 6 yards and a tutty as well. But the Commodores here, of course, by far, we all know they're not the best SEC team. But over the years here, they've been, kind of growing their programming, trying to get better and better. But still one of the, worst teams in the conference. But we'll see how we fare up against them here today. It's, like I said, it's going to be a battle. They are an SEC team, so we kind of think of that they're just like kind of like the Georgia Bulldogs and Alabama teams here, slightly better than us, but not far off. As you see, Diego Pava, which we mentioned earlier, pocket passer there, 2-star athlete coming out of high school. He has pretty good short accuracy, as well as he has a pretty decent deep accuracy there at 86. Also good power there from him, and also too he's pretty quick there, as he can of course stretch out play by running down the field and moving the chains with his legs as well. There you see his passing yards here so far this season. Not a big year for him, as he's been kind of kind of capped. Not much. Of course, they don't move the ball too well here at Vanderbilt. But there you see 3 rushing touchdowns, 50 carries, 135 yards for him on the ground. Alexander is, of course, the young man, 3-star athlete from East Texas, from Austin, Texas. And there you see his abilities there. And of course, they're going to be relying on him, on his speed coming out of that backfield. And our job here is, of course, to shut him down as the defense and make sure he does not have a productive day. Right now, 37 carries, 254 yards. He's getting about a little close to 7 yards a carry, and he has 2 rushing touchdowns on the ground. 5 catches for 52 yards through the air, as long as the catch was 22 yards. So we will try to do our best to, of course, be mean and really make it a tough time there for him. Eli Styles, the tight end for them. Of course, he'll be utilized in the red zone if they happen to get there. 6'4", 235 pounds from Denton, Texas. He is a vertical threat, and of course, he'll be matched up with a lot of our linebackers, as well as maybe a couple of our corners at times, as he will be trying to do his best to catch the ball there. He got a pretty good running route, but he has excellent hands there, so he definitely can handle the football once it's in his hands. We'll see if that'll be if he can live up to that measurement of that here in today's game. And this is a beautiful day here in Nashville, as we see a run here and nice stop there from the defense. And of course, our defense, Coach Shelton says, hey, we got to be a bully out here. We got to make sure these chains don't move, and we got to make sure we play smart and intelligent football. Get to the quarterback or get to the ball carrier, whoever it is, and put a good hit on them. Make sure they got a little hurt on them, got a little stank on them, and thinking otherwise to go open for that ball. As you see a nice sack there at the backfield there, nice play there from Utah State. As they have been, of course, talked about here as of late, early on in this season, as a pretty dominant and scary defense here, making some big plays. And, of course, helping out the offense by getting decent field position here. So see a pass there. That's going to be intercepted by Taylor, as he's got a first turnover of the day here for the Aggies. As the Aggies, of course, had a very impressive game against another Aggie squad, that being Texas A&M. So if we can take on Texas A&M, we should be able to handle Vanderbilt here. As you see them celebrating there, and that's going to be very good here. We'll see what our offense can do as Taylor, of course, gets a nice interception here. His first interception of the day, as he just goes up there and climbs up and still takes that one away. Now, offense does not do anything there. They get good field position there, but not enough to get even a field goal. So still a nothing ball game. And as you'll see, Diego here drops back here. He gets hit as he throws, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. It's going to be now 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Commodores. Commodores now here hand this off to the halfback there, and he's going to get met up there as Alexander can't move much there in that play. Gets taken it back in the backfield there. That ball's going to be thrown up there. That's going to be broken up, as the defense does a great job there putting the body on that receiver and making it a tough time for him to pass. As we'll see as we go a quick 3 and out, and we're back on the field here defensively as we're just getting to the halfway point of this, or a little past the halfway point of this game. And see a handoff there, and again Alexander being stuffed into the backfield, not getting too much there on that play. As now they'll try to see what they can do here on this 3rd and 10. Ball on their own 20-yard line. Drop back here for Diego. He'll throw this one quickly there. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be enough there to move the chains. That'll put him at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt here, of course, trying to get a victory here, try to get back on the right track after, of course, trying to get to 2 games in a row, as they 2 weeks ago they lost to South Carolina. A really tough game to take there, especially playing in South Carolina. And that was not a good road trip getting back to Nashville after a game like that. We'll see now 1st and 10 handoff here. They're going to give it to the jet sweep there to the receiver, and he'll get a few yards on the carry. About 1:40 left here in the first quarter. Still no score. As we'll see a handoff, and Alexander here trying to run this one there, but a group of Aggies is going to bring him down there. A nice stop there from Utah State. Now let's see if we can make an even better stop here on 3rd down. 36 coming up. As Diego here drops back in the pocket here, and he's going to take off as he's got nothing but wide open space there. He's going to be brought down as he's in field goal range now at the 20-yard line. They're on the Aggies' 20-yard line here, 1st and 10. Hand off to Alexander. Ooh, nice spin move there from Alexander. He's trying to spin move again, and he's going to get met there and stopped at the 11. That's a gain of 9 on the play. See with now just a few ticks left here in the quarter if they're going to able to get a score, but they're not going to be able to. But they will get the 1st down, and that'll be it for the first quarter. No score here in Nashville, as it's still scoreless between Utah State and Vanderbilt. As we'll switch up on the field here. And as we go to the south side here, we'll see pass here being thrown there. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be a reception there. Another 1st down. The 5th 1st down now here for Vanderbilt. Utah State's offense has not got 1 1st down just yet. As we'll see a stop there. Now we'll see if we can get this one here. This will be an important stop. Force them to get a kick a field goal here if we can make this stop. As we do get a nice drop in the backfield there. And that's going to be the 2nd sack now on the quarterback here. As now it's going to be a 4th and goal coming up. Ball on the 17-yard line. And Vanderbilt is going to have to settle for 3 here. As we see Carl Newsmith, as he gets there. Look at this. Great job there swimming through that defensive line. and getting to the quarterback. So they're going to kick a field goal here. This field goal is going to go up and almost blocked it. But they're going to sneak that one in there, and that's going to be a field goal there for the Commodores as they score the first points of the day. 3-0 here at First Bank Stadium here in Nashville. As Utah State comes back, they end up scoring the offense. Able to score a touchdown of their own. They're making now 7-3, so that's good. Nice to see them get something going now for themselves, and of course for our team. That's going to put us at a little bit of an ease here as we try to get this ball back. Pass there, going to be thrown. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be a gain of a few there. Now they're looking at another third down. Ball at only 30. Pass there is going to be completed there off to the side. There's a flag on the play here. We'll see who this is on. I think it's going to be on the defense. I think they're going to call roughing the passer. And that's exactly what they're going to call, as they're going to call that on Fina as he gets called on that play. Ball down at the 45-yard line after the penalty. It'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Commodores. Pass there going to be completed there to the right side, and it's going to be out of bounds there as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Pass off to the side there again to Alexander. Alexander's going to get met up at the 48-yard line. Going to be a 3rd and 4 coming up here. 6 minutes left here in the first half. Diego here throwing this one up there. That's going to be dropped as he's trying to come down with it, but good coverage there for the defense. And they'll be forced to punt. We'll see the ball back here on the 25-yard line as that pass is going to be completed, and it's going to be caught. Gain of 5 there on the play. Now of course, our offense were able to get themselves in field goal position there, making it now 10-3. And see, the quarterback's going to drop the football. He was trying to stretch for that first down, but his hand gets denied there, and of course, that's going to be a fumble. They'll recover it as Alexander trying to go on the outside there to the right, and he will be stopped just short of the first down. So they'll end up punting the ball back to us, but of course, offense cannot do anything as they will be stopped there and not able to get any kind of points. Still 10-3 ball game. Just under a minute left here in the first half. We'll see a deep pass going up. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And Cooks now trying to take this back for a pick 6 here as he's trying to shrug off and shake off some defenders there. And he's going to bring this back to the 46-yard line of the Commodores. As Vanderbilt gives up a big play there. Kendrick Cooks, the strong safety, finds his first interception of the day here, making a nice play. And, of course, getting us there a chance to try to get our offense to score. Now, offense not be able to do anything. They go a quick 3 and out. We'll see now we put them back in their own 6. And, oh, good job there. Putting the hurry there on the quarterback, throwing that one. As now we'll see what we can do here. As Alexander has it, he is going to be stopped. And he's only going to get a yard there on that play. Final 2 seconds of the game. Can they snap the football here? No, they cannot. And that'll be it for the half. As we go into halftime, as we have a small lead right now, just a 7-point lead. Utah State trying to stay in this one here. We got to get our offense going there. I'm sure Coach Shelton's telling the offense, hey, come on. We're giving you guys good field position here. At one point there, it was just right in midfield. All you had to do was throw a couple of good decent pass plays there and set up for a field goal, and we'd be up by 10 right now. Instead, we're only up by 7 as we start the second half, and we'll see Alexander here spins there, and he is going to get met up there by another defender, making a stop there just short of the first down. We'll see a 3rd and 5 coming up. A pass there, going to be up the middle. Nice catch, and that's going to get him down midfield for the first down. 1st and 10 here for Utah State. As they'll hand off there, that's going to go to the halfback as he's going to come out of the backfield. And he is going to get the run and the carry for a few yards. 2nd and 9 coming up. Pass there. That's going to be completed. Nice slant pass. But the ball's going to be fumbled, and Utah State's going to be able to recover it. Taylor picks it up, taking this one down the field here, trying to break off some tackles here and try to fight his way as he gets back to his the 45-yard line of Vanderbilt. As Vandy coughs up the football there. Hopefully this will be a chance now to motivate the offense to get something going as Bobby Arnold III, the corner. Does a great job there of getting that football there. Now, I looked at the replay, and to be honest, I don't think that was a fumble. That was a good hit, but I don't think that was a fumble. His knee was down before the ball popped out. That was a bad call there from the referees. But so we're not going to say nothing. We get 7 points out of that, or 3 points out of that with a nice field goal. Makes it now 13-3. As we'll see a pass there. That's going to be again rush there. It's now Alexander now going down on a knee. As they'll be forced to punt. 1st and 10. Ball their own 3-yard line. Alexander's back in the ball game, but he's going to get stopped at the 3. As we're looking at a 2nd and 6 coming up. 40 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Vanderbilt here throwing a quick screen pass there. It's going to get the catch, and they're going to be just short of the 1st down marker. 3rd and 1 coming up here. They can get this one here with a simple run up the middle here. As we'll see a handoff here. The backup's going to come in. He's going to get stopped. Nice play there for the defense. And that is it for the quarter. As we go to the 4th and final quarter, I see the Commodores mascot putting up us 4. Trying to rally back in this one here. We'll see if they can do that. As we go to the 4th quarter now, it's now a 13-3 game here in Nashville. As we see a field goal being made again by the Aggies. Makes it now 16-3. So they quickly kick a field goal there, getting themselves in scoring position there. We go now here with less than 7 minutes here, or less than 8 minutes here, I should say. Another quick run there for the Vanderbilt halfback as he'll get to short of the 1st down marker. Now they'll have the backup come in, make a play there, and he will scamper there just enough to get the 1st down. Puts the ball at the 35-yard line here, 1st and 10. Quick pass, that's going to be thrown and dropped. Incomplete pass. Cannot do much with that one. As we see a screen pass here off to the side, or I should say off to the flat there. Off to the right-hand side there, makes the catch, and that's going to be enough there to move the ball some. But now they're trying to move the chains here on this 3rd and 5. Pass there is going to be completed. They're going to move the chains, going down the sideline. Arnold's going to get the tackle, and he's going to make the stop at the 44. Less than 6 minutes left here in the 4th quarter in today's game, 16-3. Utah State has the lead. Diego here has to throw that one up there quickly as he almost got taken out. But he's able to lob that one up there and get there in the spot where he needs to get it that one to for his wide receiver. That's going to help him get the 1st down as they're going to square another pass on the flat for another reception. 3rd and 8 coming up here as now they're inside the 30 of the Utah Aggies. Aggies here trying to make a stop, and they finally bring him down there at the 25. So now they're looking at a 4th and 5 coming up here. We'll see if they can complete this one. As they're desperately trying to get something on the board here. As Diego's going to get dropped down quickly. And Utah offense be able to move the football here. They get another field goal, making it now 19-3. As we see a quick pass there. That's going to be completed. Going down the field here, and they're trying to wrestle him down. Finally bringing him down at the 33. That's going to be now a 2nd and 2 coming up here with just a minute left here. Try and get the guys on the line here quickly as they'll get the 1st down there. And, of course, not letting Utah State to change their personnel here as they go no huddle. And we'll see the ball being clocked there at the 40. So now 2nd and 10 coming up. Diego here drops back in the pocket, throws this one quickly there. Screen pass as Miller makes the tackle there, makes a nice quick stop. Clock is still ticking here. As Vanderbilt here believes they can try to get down the field here and try to make the score a little bit better here. As we'll see Diego runs this one here, and he's going to get quickly stopped on that play. As he'll get the 1st down, but the clock is still going to tick away. Vanderbilt doesn't look like they have any timeouts as they're going to have to call spike the ball. Now we'll see here, ball in the 45 on 2nd and 10. And we'll get a catch for 5. Vanderbilt trying to do their best here to make the score better than what it is, but story's going to show that they did not play a good game at all here, and they're going to be brought down the backfield there. Another great sack. And, of course, Coach Shelton, Sherman, believes that, hey, you're going to keep going at this, even though it doesn't make any sense that, mathematically it's not going to do any good for you. We're going to still come at you hard as well. As Larson has this one here, and Larson trying to take this one back for a pick six, but he's going to be stopped, and that is going to be your ball game. As Utah State wins this one here. Not in a big fashion here. A lot of the points came from the field goal. They only had really one touchdown this whole game. The rest of it is just field goal attempts and successful ones at that. Final score 19-3 here. As we win this one, now we're 5-0 here in the season. So nice job there to get the first win in today's episode. As we went on the road here against a pretty good, pretty decent, pretty ballsy Vanderbilt squad here. So let's take a look here at the box score here. 14 first downs. They had 12. A little over 300 yards there in total offense. And, of course, rushing-wise, 28 carries for 134 yards. One rushing touchdown. That was the only touchdown that we had in the game there. And, of course, third down conversions there. Not too good for us. Offense was 5 of 15 at 33%. They were 8 of 16 at 15%. Interception-wise, we picked them off 3 times. Of course, they had a fumble as well. So we were +4 in the turnover department there, which is always great to see. The defense doing a great job there of handling the game the way it needs to be handled there. Diego Prava, there you see his numbers there, 23 of 34, 3 interceptions in the game, 164 for his day under center. Alexander, 18 carries for 52 yards, only 1 broken tackle. Diego had that fumble, which cost them a turnover in today's game as well. And then receiving wise, nobody really over 50 yards there. Hopkins is the only one that got over 40, as he had 46 on 4 catches. And of course, defensively here, not any really gaudy numbers there, but we did a good job there. Really, even though we couldn't get in the end zone, but we found ways in the latter part of this second quarter, going into the third quarter, and pretty much the rest of the third quarter, the rest of the second half there. We found ways. Couldn't get in the end zone, but we definitely were smart enough. Like, hey, okay, we can just get down here, score some points, put another field goal kick, and that'd be good. Just making sure we don't leave points on the board there, even though we want to get in the end zone and score touchdowns. Not always the case. As you'll see, Barnes, 14 of 31 there for him. Jacobs, 17 of 75, a touchdown for him. 3 broken tackles, and he had one 20-yard or more run there in the game. Receiving wise, we only had one person over 50 yards. That was Boyd. 3 catches for 56. As for the rest of everybody else, they had under 40 yards. Or actually, no, Thompson had 49 yards. Wow, okay. I thought that said 46, but that said 49. As for our defense, defense did a good job there. We stepped up. I was really good. We played good, mean, bully type football there on the field, and definitely got quite a few sacks there, at 4 to be exact. And of course, the helpful of the turnovers there, we got 3 interceptions. Larson, Taylor, and Cooks got those. It would have been nice if we could take one of those back for a pick 6, but it is what it is. We'll have to try next time, this next game here. Maybe we can take one back and help out the offensive score. Show them how to score here, because lately it just seems like they have not just been doing too well scoring. Of course, our kicker, Carter Brown, he had a day, as he had 4 field goal kicks. All of them were good, as he scored pretty much the majority of the points. So to take a look here, we're looking at the recruiting right now. Looking at some of the scouts, some of the prospects, I should say, or we're scouting. And we got a nice recruiting battle there with Jalen Carlito from Draper, Utah, high school kid, 6'1", 181 pounds. And we're getting very close for him. He's our top 2, and we're trying our best to really throw whatever we can at him to get him signed. The rest of them are top 3s, or they're in the top 8, which we're still trying to crack into with Ruse there, the quarterback. 2-star kid. He's a pocket passer there. Other than that, we got Pitts, who I feel like we're very, very close to signing. I'm hoping we can sign him here before the end of the episode. I'm hoping we'll get at least one signing before the end of the episode, because we do have quite a few guys coming up here in the next couple of weeks. To be exact, I think it's that San Jose game. We're playing against the Spartans. They're going to be showing up for a day there, as well as against the Wolfpack. Of course, I think we've already had, some of those guys have already showed up here, and we're still working on those guys to get signed, and of course, hopefully, be a part of our squad here. But we got quite a few players there coming up. I think in the next episode, the start of episode 4, we have San Jose State at home. And we're hoping to have a good turnout. Hopefully we can have a good win over them, and have several guys sign on the dotted line to be part of our squad for next season. Let's take a look here at the top 25. And of course, there you see. Of course, we're not on that list just yet, but at some point here, I'm hoping that we'll make it. It'd be nice if we can get inside the top 25 here before the end of the season, but it's a tough way. It's a tough thing to crack into, especially when you're a 2-star team like us. But right now we're currently second in the Mountain West right now. Boise just right now sitting at the top of the first. They've had their first game with a win there. I think everybody else hasn't really played yet. So we're taking on the Rainbow Warriors. Rainbow Warriors right now 2-0 in the Mountain West, and this is going to be a good game as we're head out to Hawaii. Of course, Hawaii's been a program that's been, you think it'd be all nice and glitz and glamour because you're pretty much in paradise, but they've had a tough time trying to build a program out there. And of course, obviously they're the team that has to play come to the mainland quite often, so it's going to cost them quite a bit to get there and try to play, especially inland. But we're going to go to Hawaii, and we're going to see how we do. Of course, they're working on their new stadium. I think it should be, we should be able to see it here in the game here, I think this is in real life. I think they're playing in their new stadium here. I think it was last year. I think they played in it. If not, I think it's this year, one or two. But it's a beautiful facility, and there's a lot of people talking about it. But there you see the last game was against Air Force, and they would like to, of course, get a win here and keep this ball rolling now that they're on currently in today's game. So we'll see what we can do here in this week 8 matchup, as we'll see if they can, if we can get a win here off this squad here. And like I said, not some big names on this team here for Hawaii, but they're definitely a team. They're definitely a team that's going to be flying the football, throwing the football around. They don't run the ball too often here. So our corners, safeties, and even linebackers are going to be well tested here in today's game. So I imagine we'll probably play quite a bit of both of zone and man-to-man. Demarius Davis, who is the quarterback, and he wears a funny number 20 there. He is from California, and there you see his numbers. Has a pretty good deep throw actually at 81. So we'll see if he'll be taking some shots on us against us in the deep passing game. He has a decent power behind that as well. And of course, there you see his quickness and his elusiveness as well. So he's definitely a guy who not really seen it as a scrambler, but he's definitely going to be a guy that is going to try to move down the field and move the ball as much as he possibly can with his legs if he needs to. But for the most part here, he's going to be relying on his arm. 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, over 1,000 yards for the season, and he's been sacked 11 times. On the ground, 52 carries, 28 yards, and only 2 rushing touchdowns there. So he hasn't been running too much. He's been really relying on his arm here this season, and we'll see if will do that here today in this matchup against us. The wide receiver, 1-star. He's a red shirt senior. He is from Nick Sentinel. He is from Montreal, Canada. So he's a Canuck, and we'll see him in action here. As you see, he has pretty good hands as well. He can also run, he can run a decent route, and of course he has good quickness to help him out there in that route running. 31 catches, 363 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns. So we'll see how well he does in his route game, and see if he'll be blazing up the field here and torching us. And of course, Ashlock from Texas, 6'2", 175 pounds, 1-star, junior red shirt. And we'll see his numbers as well. As he's got, oh wow, good acceleration, good speed there, not bad. Hands, he can catch, even catching traffic. As for routes, looks like his route running is about short to mid range. And then, of course, there you see his other numbers as well. So we'll be, of course, watching for him as well in the receiving game. Like I said, our corners and safeties are definitely going to be busy this week. That's something Coach Sherman was saying during practice. Like, you want to make sure that these guys were ready to go here, because this team will fly around. They kind of run that air raid offense, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. As you see here, Landon Simmons, the halfback, who we'll be watching out for in the backfield there. He has pretty average, or a little above average speed there with the acceleration. Be helpful for him. But we'll try to make sure we stuff him in the backfield there. I don't think we'll see him too much here. Maybe more so in the passing game when it comes out of the backfield. Maybe some screen passes, a few flat passes in the flat there, helping them out. But as for rushing wise, there you see 65 carries, 356 yards, 8 rushing touchdowns there for him. So he has been getting the end zone, but I'm sure all those were, you see there, only 23 yards. Longest run is 23 yards. So yeah, he's going to be definitely seen in the running game there for more so the passing game, helping out. There you see some injuries there. Got a couple guys here. You got broken collarbone there for Johnson. He's going to be out until next week. Broken hand there for Robinson, and Wilkins going to be out for a while as well. So here we are in sunny Hawaii, as they are celebrating here, getting ready for this game here, trying to go and pick up another win here. As the team, see the team here coming out here celebrating, and of course we are making sure that we can go and leave Hawaii and say aloha to a 6 win here today. Let's get into action as we have the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors at their own 25. Drop back there as that pass is going to be completed, and it's going to be stopped at the just near the 30-yard line. 2nd and 4 coming up. Hand off. They're going to run this one up the middle, and that's going to be a quick run there. And so we'll see here one of our players there, Noah. He's going to have to come off the field. Hopefully he's okay. So now we'll go to a 3rd and 2. And a quick stop there, but they're going to get enough there to get the first down. Simmons up next here, as you'll see a nice quick run. And again, this time it's a Hawaii player down. One of the receivers, he's going to be taking a knee, going off to the sideline there. So now 2nd and 10 coming up here, and oh, he's going to get sandwiched there. He should have got rid of that football. Nice job there for the defense, getting a hold of the QB, making his day rough. I still say wearing number 20 is a weird number for a quarterback, but a lot of these young players nowadays don't really care. I mean, not saying that you have to. I guess by rule it used to be you got to no, like anything from 0 to 19 was quarterback numbers, and then halfbacks were in the 20s to the to the 40s, or for maybe mid 40s or something like that, and then. But since then they've changed that rule, so it's kind of cool. It's different, but nonetheless, it's kind of funny seeing a lineman like here, Gabriel wearing number 10. So we'll see here now. 1st and 10 coming up as we, of course, get a quick stop there. Offense able to score as they score 3 points there. We'll see another quick pass there. That's going to be caught, and he's able to hold on to it as they get another 1st down. 1st and 10 here for Hawaii as they're at the 41, and quarterback here trying to throw this one there. He's going to find a man, and he's going to get the catch, and that's going to be a gain of 8. As now trying to help move this, get the chains moved here. We'll see a 3rd and 3 coming up. Pass there is going to be completed. Nice 1st down as he gets a few more yards there, helping himself out. Again, move the chains here very well. And like I said, this was expected. They're going to drop back and pass. We got to make sure we do not let that happen. We got to make more plays like this. As Gabriel gets to the quarterback again on another great job there, busting that up that line and find his way to the quarterback. Ignagus there makes a nice sack. That's going to be his 2nd of today here in this game. So now 2nd and 17. Dropping back here deep. This is going to be thrown out there, and that's going to be just off target there. As he could not connect there. As he was a little bit rushed there. Getting bullied there on that defensive line. Quarterback now drops back here. He's going to lob this one up here high and deep. That's going to go up in the hands of the receiver and not come back down. It's going to be an incomplete pass. They'll be forced to punt. And now the QB now here running on this play. They get a new set of downs. They're on the deep in their own 20. Running for his life down that play. And could not make that play. As we'll now see here. So quick pass there to the right-hand side. That's going to be complete as Lowell going to get there to make the tackle. 3rd and 11 coming up. As we'll see here, the halfback now running this one here. Going to get met up, and Cooks there is going to be hurting. As Kinder Cooks grabbing his side. And that'll be it for that play. And, of course, now we'll switch the field up here now. We're in the 2nd quarter. Pass there being completed. Nice catch there. 1st down. As the QB able to sling that one over there to the left-hand side. We'll see now, ball at the 45-yard line. The halfback's going to run this one up the middle there. He's going to get ping-ponging around, and he'll get enough there as he works his way to a 1st down marker. I'll see a quick pass there as the QB, again, finding his receivers here, dropping back, passing here. We got to disrupt that timing here as we do a good job there making a play there. Guys need to do a better job of putting those hits there and make sure they drop the football here like that. We got to maybe start playing more man-to-man as Ashlock got the catch there. It's going to be a 3rd and 3. So Coach Sherman trying to mix it up a little bit from the zone to the man, and, of course, try to throw a little blitzing in there as well. Oh, dude, jeez. QB gets shoved in the back there as look like one of our guys going to be coming out of the field here after that play. 4th and 3. They're going to go for it here. They got to try to put some points up, I guess. I feel like they're in an emergency here. As you see a drop back here for the QB. Throwing this one there right up front of him there. No one was covering him there. Well-deserved 1st down there for Hawaii. But, yeah, our guys got to put a better licking on some hits here and get these guys to drop the football there as they get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. As Hawaii gets the 1st touchdown of the day. And they're going to take the lead here. It's going to be a 7-3 ball game here as we're late in the 2nd quarter. And Simmons able to run or should I say Sims there, able to make the nice carry. It's now 6-7 as we do kick a field goal. And again, offense having a tough time trying to move the football. Only enough to get really as close to the field goal range there to kick one and, of course, get points on board. But at the same time, again, we cannot be relying on that. That's going to be, especially when we get deeper into the season. And teams realize they see that we cannot score. That's going to, can't score a touchdown. That's going to be even more troublesome but put more pressure on trying to get just down the field to get a field goal. Pass up the middle there. That's going to be a reception, as that's going to be caught, and it's going to be actually dropped there. So they turn it on downs, as we were able to score a touchdown there. So something was said there on the sideline, as we now go into the half with a 13-7 lead. Aggies coming back in this one here. As you take a look at the team's stats here going into the halftime here, and Rainbow Warriors doing a pretty good job here holding on the ball just a little bit more extra than us right now. And of course, we really need to be putting some more big hits. Got to be hitting harder. We got to be hitting quicker. And not to mention, we just got to get some turnovers here. For first and 10 here as we start the third quarter. And QB now, he's on the run here. That's one the ball's going to be tossed, and it's going to be dropped as they cannot hold on to it. 3rd and 10 coming up. Ball on 35. Pass there is going to be thrown, and it's going to be caught. But unfortunately, they do not go for it on 4th down. So they do punt. And of course, we'll see here, no score has changed. As Utah State had another stalled drive offensively. We'll see here. Oh, QB almost got taken out there, but the defender just kind of overpursued that play to get to the quarterback. We'll see now 3rd and 5 coming up here. We'll see if he gets lucky and convert here on this down. And oh my goodness, I thought I had that catch there, but apparently the receiver beat me to it. That's another first down here for Hawaii. As we see the halfback, he's going to get met up there by the linebacker. Nice stop there on that play. So now we'll see 2nd and 10 here. Give it to Sims. Sims going to run this one here. He's going to find the first down marker, and he's going to get the change of the moving the chains there, as he does get a first. Under 2 minutes now left here in the third quarter. QB has to get rid of it. He's going to be brought down there as Imigaz there again gets another sack. I believe that's going to be his 3rd in today's game. As Gabriel really racking up some sacks here, being a very bruising defensive tackle here. And Coach Sherman talks about him a lot, saying that he sees something in this kid, something similar to him playing back in his days in college. And he's been trying to teach him how to do different, swim moves, techniques there on the field. I've watched him over the last couple of weeks, and the kid's really learning a lot from Shelton. 3rd and 3 coming up, minute 11. And, great play there for the defense. Collapse in the pocket. And there you see again, Gabriel making the tackle there. Nice job. As I believe that's going to be his 4th here now. As again, he is just gobbling up this quarterback and putting a nice hurting on him. That 4th sack of the day here. Great job. And, of course, that's going to make him force to punt. Still score, still 13-7. As we see a quick pass, that's going to be caught, and a nice catch there as they get the first. Defense here really needs to be watchful here. See where this quarterback's throwing to. And, Gabriel almost had him again, but quarterback has to throw it away as he just edges away from the defender there and avoid a sack there. It would have been his 5th if he got to him. 3rd and 7 coming up, as we'll see here. Fighting the offensive line there. Now a deep pass here. That's going to go up, and it's going to get broken up. Nice play there from the D. We're able to punt them in near their 1-yard line here. We'll see if we can get a safety here. And Sims here going to fight his way to get at least a yard there on the play. It's going to be a 2nd and 2 coming up here. Ball the 8-yard line. Still not much room for them. As I'll run this one up the middle there. Sims here pinging off, bouncing off of bodies. And so we'll get to the 5. So we get 3 on that play. We'll see now 3rd and 4 coming up. Drop back here. Pass there. That's going to be completed. That's going to be enough there for the first down as they take another hit at the receiver. And he acts like he does not want to go down. As DeMarcus Davis now over 2,000 yards for the season. And he's just been slinging this rock back and forth. Of course, he's been getting rocked quite a bit here. Already 4 times now by Gabriel. We'll see a fifth one on the 15-yard line. Drop back here, quick pass. Nice job there, catch and spin, and trying to find his way up the field. See now, ball at the 29-yard line here for the Rainbow Warriors. Oh, good grief. Man, how did David survive that? As we see a quick play there for the QB sneak. They'll get the first down. But I'm still just looking, still thinking of that play before then. Jeez, he got creamed quick there. Let's see how he got that ball off, but he did. Now they're going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked again. That's a 6th sack in the game here today. 4 of those of which are owned by Gabriel. As Davis, he's grabbing his hip there. And Fiana, there you see there, he gets a sack as well. His first of the day here. Like I said, really doing a great job here, upsetting that timing, having that pocket collapse as quickly as they can. See if they can do so. Keep doing that here. Pass up the middle there, and good job there for the defense. Read the receiver's eyes right there. Receivers seeing the ball coming, the defender realized, hey, I got a chance to stop this. Now 3rd and 18, pass gonna be caught and brought down, and they'll be forced to punt again. Look at the ball on the 33-yard line after a quick 3 and out there from the Aggies offense. Now trying to see Hawaii and get their offense going here now, but we're at the 2-minute warning, so now they really got to ramp things up here if they want to get something on the board here and try to get back in this ballgame. They could go up by 1 here with a simple drive, getting down the field here. Field goal would be making them 3 points short, so touchdown or bust as we see that ball broken up there. 4th and 3 here, last probably chance now for Hawaii to get back in this ball game. As those scramble run, he's going to get brought back there. Nice play. As we are now going to get good field position there. We get now, of course, kick another field goal there as we now make it 16-17. And now, even with a touchdown score here from Hawaii with the clock ticking away here as they go no huddle, they'll still be 2 points short of getting the they would be. Actually, no, they would be 2 points short to tie the ball game up. As if they do go for the 2-point conversion, it'll be 16-15. So, good job there as they get a hold of the quarterback again. As that time they reached out for that one and snagged him. Now 3rd and 20 here coming up. This is pretty much it. This is probably the last heave-ho as they're going to get the quarterback again. Nice play, as this is going to be the 8th time now they've gotten to the QB. And this is what I'm talking about. Just having these final seconds tick away here. They're trying to go no huddle. As QB here going to launch this one up here high and up. And that ball is almost got taken away. Almost got intercepted there. But that is going to be your ball game. 16-7 is your final here in Hawaii. As we're able to get a victory here against the Rainbow Warriors, as they only scored 7 there in the second quarter. That rushing touchdown there from Sims. Other than that, it was pretty much a sack palooza, and most of those coming from Gabriel, who had a very nice day. We'll see his numbers here in just a bit, but overall, great, good game there from us. Just wish our offense could actually be able to score. I know we scored 1 touchdown, but man, why can we not? Why can we not? I think we've scored at least last couple. Excuse me. I think the last couple of games we've only scored about a touchdown or so. We haven't had multiple touchdowns. I think one game we might have. I think that would have been the A&M game, but other than that, it's been like a 1 touchdown game, and then other than that, we've just been getting in field goal range. So hopefully with these recruits that we are trying to sign here for next season, hopefully, and of course the guys getting more better on the field, getting those reps in, hopefully next season they'll be better and we can actually move the ball here. Maybe we'll see some more ball movement from our offense here and score more often into the end zone there. Maybe later on this season. As we take a look here at some numbers, Sims, of course, 11 carries, 44 yards, a rushing touchdown there for him. Davis, 10 carries, 66 yards. Ashlock, 7 receptions, 47 yards. He's the only one that got over 50 yards for the day for the Rainbow Warriors. But for the most part here, this was a really good defensive game for us, as we just put the hammer to the quarterback there and not really letting him do anything, really breaking up really slimming down that defensive line, or excuse me, off the offensive line there, and just really going right to him, and just not letting them have any type of just drop back and look and down the field here. I mean, we were just going right at him, and it caused a lot of problems, especially if you notice, we were moving that pressure around. We were not having it directed in one spot. We were going to the left, we were going to the right, we're going through the middle. So yeah, we did a great job there of just really shifting that the pressure and where it's going to come from. And for the most part there, you could tell he just did not know where it was coming from. At one point there, the pocket was surrounding him. It was like, oh crap! He couldn't really run up the middle there, so he had to kind of run out of the pocket and kind of bootleg out of it and try to go upfield there. But yeah, it was just too much for him and that offensive line there, and that's what caused it. So 3.5 sacks there for Gabriel total, and so he got a little help there from a couple other players there. But nonetheless, he did a great job there of getting to the quarterback and really trying to put a hurt on him. And that's what Coach Sherman wants to see his guys do, is put a good hit on him, just repeatedly, over and over again, and just make him uncomfortable. As we see Deshaun, he's going to sign for us, one of our edge rushers that we're looking at there. So 2-star guy there. Congratulations there. He picked up another future prospect. John Miller, he is going to be our defensive player of the week there for Mountain West. So congrats to him. But as we take a look here, as we get now into week 8, and we'll see here what we can do. And of course, it's going to be a good one because we have it's a home game, and more importantly, it is going to be a game that we have several prospects coming in here, and this game is going to be very, very important for us. I think we have 4 to be exact coming in, either 4 or 5 coming in today's in this next episode there. A lot of them are defensive guys, so we're hoping to convince them to sign, there at the game or after the game, and have them be, ready to go. And of course, verbal commitments right now, they can easily change if something happens. But I'm hoping that we convince them enough. If we get a good victory over you, especially a good defensive victory over San Jose State, then they'll end up signing. So, like I said, a lot of the players there we do have coming up in this next episode are defensive players there. So, we're going to show them what the future could look like here at Utah State. But if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new, and of course, hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. And of course, don't forget to follow us on the main channel as well over on ESGNet, and there should be a link somewhere in the video here for that. So definitely go check that channel out, as we have pretty similar similar content, college football, MLB, Madden, and so much more. So definitely go check it out over there on the main channel as well. But definitely come on back for some more Coaching Carousel with Shelton Sherman here as we get ready for episode number 4. And the first game we'll see is San Jose. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.